After spending nearly 2 months in hiding after a contested presidential election, which he describes as tainted, in order to allow the re-election of Yoweri Museveni for a 7th term, Bobi Wine has resurfaced a few days ago in Washington, where he joins us from. Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you for having me, Mark, and good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening.
On July 15th, this presidential election took place. After that, you vanished. Can you tell us exactly what happened since?
Well, to be exact, I escaped from my home on the 16th of January, just one day after the election, following a raid on my house. I had earlier got information that there was a plan to harm me, and indeed, when the military raided my house on the orders of General Mohoozi'S, the son of Museveni and the head of our military, I made my way out of my house. And I was in hiding for almost 2 months, following not private but public orders for my execution. Eventually, I was able to escape my country and resurface in Washington. But in between, my home was raided again and run over. My wife was assaulted and my family members. My wife ended up in hospital, and the military has been occupying my home since then.
Wabanga waliyo opposition yonna yali ekaluubiriddeko ku mwami Museveni, yinza okugamba nti eno yo emuli mu bulago. Kale nno kye bagamba nti omuntu afuukidde akayinja mu ngatto oyinza okukigerageranya ne His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu byagenze maaso n'okubanga akola oba ebintu byagenze okubanga atuusa ku gavumenti ya Muzeeyi Museveni. Yinza okugamba nti tamulesseeyo wadde kantu konna olw'ensonga nti obuziina bwonna abwanise. Bwe yabadde ku mukutu ogwa French 20 kasa bulungi nti buli bonna Uganda yenna asobola okumanya kino kikitegeeza. Weyali asiibula, weyali agenda mu nsi y'ebula, yasobola okubanga aleka katambi natugamba nti agenza asobola okubanga akwasaganya emirimu oba yeeyunga ku bantu bonna abasobola okubanga bataasa Uganda. Nyinza okugamba nti embeera egenda maaso mu ggwanga, ogenda kubanga ogitegeera bulungi, ne interview ogenda kubanga ogitegeera bula. Njala okutegeeza ko n'emisego gwe mukutu kusobola okubanga ojja ensonga ez'enjawulo, ensonga ezitambula mu ggwanga Uganda, sobola okubanga ozeekenneenya mu ngeri yonna gye wandibadde oyagala okusala ensalo ne mu nsonda zonna ez'eggwanga, osobola okubanga ofuna amawulire agakatambi konna ngenda kubanga kuwa olw'ensonga nti nakafunya obulago w'enkyukakyuka. Video gimpereka like sobola okubanga etambula misinde olw'ensonga nti video nalyo tukulaba egenda kubanga ekuzaamu essanyu. Gavumenti ya Muzeeyi Museveni nyinza okugamba nti tebagirekeddeeyo kantu, era twagamba nti yonna revolutionary, era nga yonna oba waliwo revolutionary yenna yali abaddeko mu nsi, Kyagulanyi ayinza okubanga amweyunze. Kugenda kukusaba video gimpeera obudde osobole okubanga ojuliza bulungi n'obutambi obuzze nga bugoberagana, osobola okubanga okutegeera oluvannyuma bannayuganda basobola okubanga bagira bakugimpedde ekigalo ne nkusaba subscribing mwana wa ssebo n'obwegendereza, osobola okubanga weekenneenya akatambi kano otegeere nti Kyagulanyi we yali asimbula, we yali agamba nti agenda kudda n'amaanyi, yali ategeeza kyayogera. Ku video sooka ogirabe, oluvannyuma ogenda kuba naawe ojjamu bingi.
This shows that maybe you were helped by some official, and maybe some in the regime are not totally in agreement with the order to go after you.
Sure. Most importantly, the people of Uganda shielded me everywhere I go. The common people risked their lives and families to house me, to feed me, and to clothe me, and to accommodate me. But most importantly, I had assistance from security people that I will not mention from within the regime, who are not in agreement with the way our country is being run. Most importantly, the way our military is being run by the son of the current president. So I was assisted, and I was able to escape the country through one of the big countries that I will not mention.
You've been arrested before. I mean, you've been in trouble, if I may use the expression, with the regime before. Why did you feel that this time you needed to flee? I mean, do you think they were after you, not only to capture you, but also possibly to kill you?
Yes, I've been arrested before, I've been tortured before, but this time it was explicit. In the past, the people that were in charge of the military, yes, they were brutal. as arrogant and as murderous as General Museveni's son. This time, the person who is in charge is known for brutality. He tortures people for fun and kills people for fun. He himself confessed to killing 24 of my friends, and he said publicly that he was looking for me to make sure I am the 25th dead body. He has threatened to kill before, and he has done it. He has threatened to capture our people, and he has done it. He threatened to raid my house, and he did it. Beat up my wife, and she ended up in hospital. So when he threatened to kill me, I knew that my death was imminent. And indeed, there were very many roadblocks mounted all over the country looking for me. There were many raids on the officials of my party, the members of parliament, and even my personal assistant. His house was raided, and his wife was abducted. Up to now, the wife of Sheriff Naja, my personal assistant, is missing. She was picked up from the military, from the house by the military, and this was on camera. And up to now, she has not been seen again.
General Mohoozi'S Kainerugaba, who you've mentioned repeatedly on social media, he accused you actually of fleeing to the United States already back in January, and that you're actually spending your time having a good time in the United States. What is your response to those allegations?
Well, I hope that the words of Mohoozi'S Kainerugaba, who is the head of our military, show the image of what our military is like. First of all, I am confident to communicate that the military is not as professional as it's supposed to be. He said that I was 1 minute on January 30th. He said I was in America, but then he was looking for me. He raided my house later, and he has been raiding people. The things that he does and the things that he says, that is supposed to communicate to the world what our military is like in Uganda.
Do you feel still under threat, even far away from Uganda? I mean, do you think there are threats on your life, or because you're across the Atlantic, you are protected?
I am still under threat. I am aware that I'm being followed. And, in Uganda, history shows that many dissidents have left the country and have been followed and hurt, harmed, or even killed from very far away from home. I am still under threat. However, at least I know that I can communicate in the tentative. I can be able to speak to the world.
Right. What are you waiting for? There is also talk that U.S. Ambassador to Uganda, William Popp, is brokering an agreement with President Museveni that would allow your safe return and your party, the National Unity Platform, to be recognized as a legitimate political party. Are there such talks underway to help you get back and help your party re-become a normal political party?
First and foremost, we don't need any negotiation for our political party to be recognized. The law is not to be negotiated. The law is the law, and according to the law in Uganda and internationally, we are a legitimate political party. We have never been disagreeable to dialogue. We are for dialogue, but we don't believe in transactional dialogue. We believe in constructive and principled dialogue. First and foremost, I am not going to negotiate my freedom. My freedom must be guaranteed.
But do you think that there are conditions under which you could go back to Uganda despite the antagonism you mentioned with the regime and especially the son of the president?
Absolutely. I intend to go back to my country. My fight is in Uganda. My work is in Uganda. And my citizenship is in Uganda. I'm a Ugandan, and I have to go back to my country. However, I am supposed to be in Uganda as a free citizen, not as a person who must beg for my freedom.